welcome to my show. My name is Christy, and I'll be your hostess with the mostest today. If you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, where I go undercover talking to a scam artist that's pretending to be the famous actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt, then please stop this video and go watch part 1 and part 2 now. If you have seen part 1 and part 2, please stay tuned, because where we left off, the scammer was telling me that he was concerned about my financial status and that he wanted to introduce me to Bitcoin. So how did I respond to all of this? I honestly was a little upset that the scam had finally revealed itself to me. I knew that I wanted this to happen, but I wasn't prepared to let go of all the romance. I tried my best to seem interested in Bitcoin. I told the scammer that I was perfectly content with the way that my life was, and I didn't need fancy things to make me happy. The fake Joseph Gordon-Levitt insisted that Bitcoin would be a great investment for me. I tried just being sweet and agreeing with everything he had to say about Bitcoin. Maybe it was just a suggestion after all. He did seem to forget about it for a while at least. Instead, my scammer guy just tried to romance me some more. I know that I rubbed the romance on pretty thick myself, because I wanted him to think that he had me fooled. But I guess even if you don't put feelings behind words that you say, it still means something. This whole experience made me realize that I rather enjoyed being romantic with someone. Maybe after 6 years of being single, I am finally ready to start dating again. Who knows? I honestly think that you really should not invest in any kind of currency with strangers online. And if you do make an investment with someone, make sure that it's from a trusted source. Also, if you're talking to someone that you are pretty sure that's catfishing you, don't wait long before asking the person if you can video chat with them. That's why I couldn't figure out about this whole scam. In this day and age, you can easily video chat with someone, so it's kind of weird to think that the scammer really believed that he could just fool me from one single profile picture. At this point though, I am just hoping that the scammer has forgotten about Bitcoin. I'm still doing my best to stay kind, but I can feel myself getting pretty irritated with them. The scammer tells me that he feels that two souls can reach out to each other and be divinely guided to find one another. I mean, it was really sweet and everything, but I knew he was just trying to butter me up. I just got a feeling that the cursed words Bitcoin was about to come out of his mouth soon. And sure enough, after I thank him for his sweet message, the scammer guy says to me, "Honey, I want you to be a part of this Bitcoin exercise, okay?" Luckily, I didn't need to respond back right away because the app started to crash on me. I screenshot the image of it crashing so I could show him what was going on. The app started to work again after a while, but did that stop the scammer from talking more to me about Bitcoin? Nope. He tells me that he has his own Bitcoin manager, and then the scammer tries to get me to go to a different app. I just flat out tell him no, and that I'm not going to do it. Instead, the scammer gives me his Bitcoin manager's email address and tells me to message him. I am thinking it's an email he must use to pull off this scam. The email probably just would direct me to another pretend person. At this point, I'm really curious to see who Mr. Andrew Howard really is. I find a profile of him on Twitter. It looks like the scammer had counted on me to do just that. There was indeed an Andrew Howard who deals with Bitcoin. So does that mean it's the same person from the email? I really doubt it. I think it was an email the scammer used to trick people into thinking it was the real Andrew Howard. I didn't even waste my time talking to the scammer more about it. He was pretty persistent about it though. It was 3:20 in the morning and here he was telling me to email his Bitcoin manager. Instead, I just told him that I was tired and that I was going to bed. The next day, the scammer tried buttering me up some more. The one thing I didn't understand is that he was pretending to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt and that his wife had cheated on him and she was filing for divorce, but he was so quick to call me his wife. Hey, scammer guy, you still have a wife. You should not be so quick to call another girl your wife. You haven't even had your fake divorce yet. The whole story that he had put out just seemed more or less believable each day. I still played along with it. I wanted the scammer to think he had me fooled. It wasn't much longer until he started asking me if I had messaged his Bitcoin manager. I'd really hoped he had given up on that scam. I did think about what he would do if I did message the guy, but the whole thing just seemed really sketchy that I decided to just not even bother with it. I told him instead that I knew it was a scam move and that I wasn't interested. The scammer reaction was to try and make me feel guilty. The scammer accused me of not trusting him. He said that he was just trying to help me. Of course I didn't trust him. He was after all pretending to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The one thing the scammer liked to do each time he didn't get his way was send me so many sweet messages. It was a tactic he used to get me to fall back under his scammer spell again. One sweet message after another. Being a scammer, you have to be very passionate to be able to put on such an illusion for a romance scam to even be able to work. I have always been attracted to really passionate people. So seeing all those romantic messages had me on cloud nine. I felt like I would just float away. Again, it's like I knew none of this was real, but I couldn't help but get caught up in all the fantasies. Well, like always, when the scammer had me eating out of the palm of his hand, that's when he reminded me of Bitcoin. And it felt like someone who's trying to wake you up, but instead shaking the ever living crap out of you. No, you are not allowed to think of romance. You have to think of Bitcoin now. I didn't know how to react. I was so angry. I just told him that I did not want to invest in Bitcoin. Just talking to him now felt like I was just banging my head over and over again against a wall. That's when I got the idea of using that screenshot of Hangouts crashing to end the conversation with him once and for all. He had no way of knowing the app really wasn't crashing. It was a very good excuse. I didn't want to talk to the fake Joseph Gordon-Levitt ever again. I wanted to just be done with it all. He revealed the scam to me that was investing in Bitcoin. I pretty much had all I needed to make these videos now. But something just seemed unfinished though. Like I couldn't just end things. What I could do was just take a break from the scammer for a while by just letting him think that the app was crashing. That way, it would give me some time to come up with my next move. Absolutely will be a part 4, you guys. I promise you that. This story keeps getting better and better. This scam artist just kept giving me so much great material. I thank you kindly for watching my channel, and please subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and much love to you all.